Amendment by Collier.
Chair recognizes Ms. Collier.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. Good afternoon. I know everyone's tired and getting a little restless, but I appreciate the opportunity to lay out this amendment, this very important amendment. Now, this amendment removes criminal penalties and requires a finding of gross negligence by the Texas Medical Board before administrative penalties can occur. There have been opinions of physicians in the practice that criminalizing such a divisive issue as abortion can and often does create a vast opportunity for targeted prosecution. The criminal code already has provisions for assault and manslaughter. This amendment allows the proper authority. In this case, it is the Texas Medical Board to govern and discipline its members with regard to their medical behavior as opposed to a criminal action. Moreover, the penalty for a violation as found in this particular House Bill 2 is a Class A misdemeanor that is punishable by a fine only of $4,000. Anyone who has looked at the Code of Criminal Procedure or the Code of Criminal Conduct will see that a Class A misdemeanor is not punishable by only a fine. There's a confinement provision in that, but this bill proposes to rewrite our criminal code and change the way we view Class A misdemeanors. Class A misdemeanors are just below felonies. That means these particular physicians who are charged with these Class A misdemeanors will not be permitted to apply for a concealed handgun license. It also means that they may even lose their license. This amendment would allow doctors who exercise reasonable medical judgment to do so, but would allow those doctors who are acting outside of the acceptable practice of medicine to be sanctioned by the Texas Medical Board. And with that, members, I move passage.
Thank you, Representative Collier. And again,
Chair recognizes Representative Laudenberg.
thank you. Again, members, I move to table this amendment. What this amendment is doing is removing the penalty for the violation of the position for the admitting requirements in the 30-mile rule. It originally had jail time, and one of the members asked that it, take out the jail time and just put in the penalty fine. So actually, I think this is a fair compromise for this bill, and I move to table. Thank you.
Chair recognizes Representative Collier to close.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As I stated earlier, this bill attempts to criminalize a physician who chooses to practice the offering of the abortion. And that is just not right. There's already penalty for a doctor who commits misconduct. That's in the Code of Criminal Procedure. And this bill is just extending and actually altering the Code of Criminal Procedure by changing the way Texas views Class A misdemeanors. So with that, it also puts it in the purview of the Texas Medical Board, which is the appropriate entity to regulate and oversee the practice of medicine. Not the legislature, but the Texas Medical Board. So with that, I move passage. I ask you to vote against the motion to table.
Members excuse Representative Longoria because of family business on a motion for Representative Rose. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. For order. Representative Collier moves, offers up an amendment. Representative Laudenberg moves to table. The question occurs on the motion to table. That's a record vote. Clerk will ring the bell. So Representative Collier voting no. So Representative Laudenberg voting aye. Have all members voted? Have all members voted? There being 95 ayes, 51 nays, the motion 94 ayes and 51 nays, the motion to table prevails. Following amendment, clerk will read the amendment.